Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Leviathan, the last day of the decade. When we left off last time, we met up with Darina, and, oh, poor Zarina, she got completely swindled by Lou Otto, Rootless Quincy. She gave him everything. She had all of her money and everything, because he claims he loves her or whatever, and they were going to run away together. But that's not his intent at all. He was just trying to get all of her money out of her, and she totally fell for it. She is pissed though. She's gonna get her own back on him, I'm sure. We tracked him down. We found out he's really a tailor working in the city, which explains apparently he's got multiple carbs because he was impersonating a bunch of different scions of various houses, and this is just the game that he plays. And being a tailor, it makes it pretty... But this makes some things make sense. Like at the beginning when we were looking at his outfit and some of the stuff seemed kind of cheaply... the material didn't seem quite right. It seemed like kind of shoddy material for someone who's from such a rich house, but like the form of it was correct. So basically, yeah, that's what's going on. He's using inferior materials, but he knows the way to make the outfit look so that it's passable as someone from a noble house. Very interesting. He's a slick fella. Anyhow, he sent us down towards the sewers, said, oh, there's this mechanical door, you're going to find information you need there. Well, freaking trap door opened, and I fell down. Did not die, so thank goodness for that. Darina stayed back with him, and I think that's a good thing. At first, Oliver seemed like, what? Why do you want to stay here? Like, he wanted her to come with? No, way better that someone keeps an eye on Quincy, otherwise he's just going to run for it, and we are not done with him yet. So, we're in some kind of bizarre room here. I'm not really sure what's going on. We got all kinds of things to check out, though. So, let's have a look. This is... no signs of decomposition on this corpse. That's right, we did look at this. Deformed, swollen head. Face doesn't seem to be human. We've got no idea what this is about. But 2701. So I'm wondering if maybe that's the code that we should have entered in. And the code that Quincy gave us utterly failed. We'll see if we can get out of here. I kind of want to just hit all these buttons, but I don't think that's wise. What's this do? The door is made of steel plates. Never seen such a perfect mechanism before. Even the subway trains or the tunnel doors look pathetic compared with it. The door is closed, and there's no door handle or any lock on it. No idea how to open it. Well, we're not getting through there. Is this the same? A smooth and shiny door of silver metal. Is it broken or just shut? Yep, we're not getting in there. Okay, I kind of really want to hit this button and try and figure out what this is, but in case it's something that attacks us or something, I think we should save it until we touch this other stuff first. Yeah, let's connect these together. Those smooth black things lying on the floor look like tightrope smeared with tar. I wonder what they're for. Oh, they look like some kind of like power conduit to me. Hook them up. There are two ledges at the end of the first, and two sockets at the second one. It's most likely a lock or some kind of mount. Connect those bad boys. Oliver attaches one thing to another. Yeah, looks good. Now let's turn this on. A cold steel ring at the side of an unknown mechanism. The socket seems to be deep enough to hold the whole cylinder. Okay, let's take her out. Oliver pulls the cylinder halfway out. So what did that do? Take it all the way out. Oliver takes the steel cylinder out of the ring. Okay, I'm sure there's something we can do with it. Let's examine it in our inventory if we can. A big steel cylinder. Reminds me of a giant's finger, so I can just call it finger. Steel finger. Alright. Alright, let's go mess it. I think if we touch that again, it's just gonna be, do you want to put it back? And no, I don't. Not yet. Well, let's mess with this. The steel cylinder inserted in the ring probably feeds the monster with light. Well, let's take it out. That can't backfire, right? Oliver takes the steel cylinder out, but it only removes halfway. Pull it the rest of the way. A glowing steel thing sticks out of the ring. Oh, I don't want to kill this thing. But I'm stuck. Oliver takes out the steel cylinder. Sorry, creature. Okay, so he can have the faded one's the first one we picked up. Go for it. Dusty and cold steel cylinders sticking out of the apparatus. Push it all the way in. I'm worried we may have killed this thing without really knowing what it is. But we gotta charge this up. Oh, actually, before I want to do this, don't do anything yet. Just in case. I want to take a look at this thing in our inventory. Big steel ingot with glowing stripes on it. Slightly reminds me of a big finger. So the glowing finger. Alright. Yeah, let's jam it in there. And now push it all the way in. Ooh, emits a faint glow, and now we've got a panel we can manipulate. Oliver stands in front of an unknown device. Touch it. Oliver puts the broken phone into the panel. Oh, that's right, and then he said put your phone in and okay. Oh no, but that's what we did at the first place and it didn't work out. Oliver types the last digit and a strange noise fills the room. Phone screen blinks fast and then some digits appear. Seems I'm mistaken. Isn't 2071 what was on that thing's hand? Oh, 2701. There we go. Strange noise fills the room. Code starts to blink on the screen. The door at the opposite side of a room starts to open with a rasp and clank. Excellent. So, there we go. I kind of wonder if I should swap those things back out and put that back in the creature and... unless it's already dead from my meddling so thus far. Well, sorry buddy. Moving on. This place seems really familiar. I know where I am. The tunnels I passed were behaving really strange, like they were pulling me out, interlocking behind my back. Whatever. If I need to get to this room, I can always run down through the trapdoor. Oh, yeah, we're back here. So, what did we really gain from that, though? Written in the proto-primal language. So correct. The door appears to be broken. Continuous buzzing is heard behind the walls, and the door flaps keep opening and closing. Short passage with a narrow ladder at its end. This might be the way to the prison. Break the cassette? Alright. Oliver inserts... No, no, no! Oh, no! Oh, that's the box, isn't it? I didn't want to destroy the box. Oh, that was so foolish, because I... boy. An old photograph falls out. Yeah, I broke my box. What? This old photograph was in this box for many years. Is this me and Mom? I'll never forget this place. That house with Grandfather's huge garden around it. This is where my childhood passed. Oliver looks at the other side of the photo. There's some blurred writing. The letters are almost faded and barely visible. Do you like it? Roger shot it before he left. I look so good here, yet Oliver looks so angry and unhappy. P.S. Mabel, I'll put the photo into the box to keep it dry and clean. I hope you remember how to open it. P.P.S. Damn, that was stupid. You obviously can't read this without opening the box. From Sherry. Huh. Well, I mean, I guess that works. Kinda wish I hadn't destroyed the box. That's not what I intended, but... Alright. Hop through. Oliver tries to hop through, but the door closes and cuts him in half. Well, you are dead. Don't do that, then. That was terrible. Oh, and I got my box again. Yeah, we won't crunch it this time. Okay. Maybe the code from the dead man's hand will suit for this door, too. Let's try it. 2701. Something clicks behind the wall. The code at the screen starts to blink. The moving door flaps slowly, freezes, and then slides sideways. Excellent. Ahem. Uh-oh. Oliver glances around and sees the guard. Hey, another thug. Looking for something, punk? Charisma. Oliver sips the charisma potion from the bottle. I am unbelievably fascinating. Guard, you are my only hope. The guard looks really confused. Not what you were expecting, eh? Me? Well, that's flattering. So... My guardian, Kristian Orvid, is being held here. I asked the Inquirers to let me see him today, but they ignored me. Don't you think that's wrong? Very wrong, brother. You are noble, as I see, sneaking through the sewers like a rat. Seems like you're really desperate. I really am. You don't even know, guy. Glances around. Come see him if you need. I'm here for the next 2 hours. Take your time. Thank you! Thank you for being awesome. Don't worry, thanks. The guard turns away. Well, what a swell guy. Okay, we don't want to go back down there yet. Which one do we think Kristian's in? Well, we'll start here. Kael! Kael's here! Kael, you called me this morning, but I was asleep and didn't hear the phone. I'm so sorry about that. I'm out of money for now, but I'll get you out. Listen, I'll get you out. Good. Kael looks past Oliver. Kael? Say something. What for? Your words have no meaning. I just came to realize that, and then everything became clear. Kael, what are you talking about? Do whatever you want. What? No. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to say it. You're wrong, I'm doing everything I can, quit insulting me. No, don't accuse him, we want to make him feel better. Kael's face changes dramatically. Are you an idiot or something, or do you really not get it? I'm sorry, we've destroyed your life, haven't we? Kael. Kael? What Kael? Oliver, let's think of an awesome plan. I just thought of one, Dorina. We'll make Kael confess to a crime that he didn't do. This is how it was, right? No. Listen, stop talking to me like that. I will not tolerate Oliver. Do not take that tone with him. Of course not. Tolerating anything's not your style. You've got your softy friend for that. That's not how it is at all. Quiet at last. Finally, you've got nothing to say. I remember you always had something to say before. Proper words for every situation. You know what? Honeyed words are not what makes a friendship real. You were just fooling me and yourself, yet I believed in every word you said. Oh my gosh, we've got to say something to him. Stop, Kael. Quit with this nonsense. We're friends. You gotta try harder than that, Oliver. Still keep fooling yourself. No, Oliver, we aren't friends. We never were, because you don't even know what it means to be a real friend. It's really easy to be friends and do nothing in exchange, right? No, I'm gonna get you out of here, buddy. I'm sorry. That's it? Not again, Oliver. Not this bullshit again. I'm fed up with your sorry. He's got a right to be. He lost everything for us. And even though this was based on a misunderstanding, this is what our friendship really is. You hurting me and it being right as long as you were sorry at the right times. Oh no, Kael. We were always skipping school together because you were bored. Teachers often called Father in the evenings when he was drunk, as always, causing him to beat me until I could no longer stand. Oh. We've always said the same damn thing. I'm sorry. I never expected that to end like this. Now you know how everything ended. I failed my exams and was expelled from school. The trustees told me that I didn't deserve a second chance because of all the skipped lectures. Okay, Kael. I mean, I do feel bad about that, because obviously you were following me around and I was the ringleader, but, I mean, you can't pin that totally on me if you decided to skip with me, too. I mean, he's got a lot of legitimate points, he does, and I feel really bad for him that he's obviously in an extremely dire situation, worse than anything we're dealing with now. He's feeling really disillusioned, and he's working under the lie. He's assuming that we wanted him to take the fall for him, which we did not, and which we really need to clarify, Oliver, but he can't pin this specific bit on Oliver if he chose to skip with him. The only choice available to me was to join the Bureau, to be like my damn father. Your idiotic sorry was the only thing I had. That story with your mother's ring, and the Bureau documents with your name written everywhere, my whole life has been an endless cycle of mistakes that I never learned from. Again, I totally feel you. I get where you're coming from, Kael, and I'm really sorry things have ended up this way, but I told you about those documents. I said don't destroy them. You chose to do that. But, yeah, you have been a better friend to me than I've been to you. It was just like when we were kids. I risked everything for you. I screwed up, and everything was ruined. I got beat up for you when we were kids. Come on, we're friends. And now you came and you promised me again to fix everything. You mumbled your damn sorry. Well, I am gonna fix it. Leave. Die. Kael, don't lose hope, man. Die and rot. Never ever bother me again. Oh my god. This went so badly. I want to claw off your face, rip it off from your damn skull. Kael sobs, looking with empty eyes. I imagine how your head cracks and breaks apart, and then that damn tree from my dreams grows up through it. Wait, what tree? The tree from my dreams? So Kael has also seen it. There's this continuous dream I keep having every night, like I'm laying under the grass with huge tree roots coming through my chest. And I know that this tree is you. No. You and the demon inside your soul. It lived in you from the very beginning, and I don't know why I never noticed it before. What are you... Kael? The dream is so vividly clear, I think I'm starting to believe it's real. And now he's crying. Oh my god. Oliver, talk to him. And even Edna. Your damn Edna. Hey! Look again, okay. I do feel really terrible for Kael, and I want to cheer him up, and I want to make everything okay for him. But Edna, you can't hold against us either, Kael. Because you were right there along with us. Oh, go ahead and do this. Summon a demon. It'll be so awesome. She hates me. It's silly, isn't it? You made her your demon, but I'm the one to blame. Blame me, everyone. Blame me for everything, because everything's my fault, yet your mistakes. No. We were in the creation of Edna together. You procured the head. You're the one who sliced the head off a beggar woman that you saw killed. You did that. And you said, oh, this is a good idea. And yeah, I went right along with it. That means we're both to blame for that. You can't pin that one on me. Come on, Kael. Do you know what happened? Julia demanded that the Bureau have a trial as soon as possible. The tribunal took place today. I called you. I wanted you to be there with me, to save me from this place. I would have been. I wanted you to do just anything. Anything. I wanted you to be a real friend for once, like one who shares the burden for all the mistakes we did together. But you were just sleeping at home like a child. No, there's more to it than that. Come on, Kael. My guilt proved your innocence, even though there was no need for it. That scum matron freed you from prison yesterday. And everyone in the Bureau is talking about this, but you don't care because you're clear. Innocent. I'm here right now, aren't I? Listen, everyone. Oliver Vertran is innocent. I am. I'm the one who's guilty. I'm the one who'll be hanging soon. Today. Today everything will be over. Kael, no. Kael cries. Your mother was strange, but cute and kindly. When I met you for the first time, you were a lot like her. Thought the only way to deal with the murderer was to punish him, if this was the only way with no trade-offs. You agreed, but you did everything your own way. Know what, Oliver? Bringing justice is not the same as walking over everyone, and not the same as paying every price. Kael! Justice is not about playing judge, deciding which clues are true and which are false. You wanted to make him pay by the law. Now you're bribing inquirers and cowardly escaping justice by using me as a scapegoat. That's not what is going on. That's not the situation. We really need to correct him on this point, Oliver. It's important. You're not the nice and honest boy I used to know. That boy's gone forever. Say something, Oliver. You're not like Sherry Vertran anymore. The years have turned you into a disgusting fiend like Kristian Norvid. And that's the truth, Oliver. Kael! Oliver, seriously, you gotta say more than just Kael and be shocked about this. Like, we really need to be talking to him and clarifying the situation. This is our best friend from forever, and we're totally losing him. Yes, this makes you feel angry, but you have nothing to say about it. You will never punish him because you don't want to. Soon, you'll treat him as your last hope. Soon, you'll grab his hand, crying in sorrow and regret while trying to save him. Soon, you'll be drinking blood, like all the Orvids do, because you're an Orvid. No, I'm a Vertran. Am I a Vertran? The tree. Because the Orvids see the tree. Is it more than... Was my father ever really my father? Did he... Is it more than just the adoption? Why is the tree appearing to me? Kael, stop. I'll never be like that. I'm never going to drink people's blood. I'm not in... You are. Kael, please. How about a no from me for the first time of your life? Kael, this is... Oh, come on. Damn you, Oliver. Damn you and the day we met. Can't stand it anymore. Be nice to him, Oliver. Do something. Farewell. And we're just gonna leave him? Oliver recoils from the cage. You're still here. I can hear you. I want you to see me being executed. I want you to see this. No, I'm gonna save you, Kael. I'm gonna find a way. I want you to remember this for the rest of your life. I get where he's coming from because of the way he thinks things are going down, and yeah, I'd be really bitter too if I were him. But it's totally not the case. Oliver, you really slipped up here. You need to explain. It was never meant to go like this. I hear Kael crying silently in his chamber. And I know for sure no words can fix all those things that happened. Well, you didn't really try very hard to use your words in the first place, Oliver. Ugh. Oh, Kristian. Actually, I meant to go back. I wasn't sure for some reason that was him. I want to see what's on the other side, but I guess we'll examine him. Kristian's face looks unusually pale with an extremely sad and crushed expression on it. Oliver examines Kristian carefully. He looks lost, depressed, and exhausted to no end. I wanted him to be thrown behind bars since my childhood. But now it seems I never really wanted him to be like this. What do I want? I don't know. Kristian shudders when he notices Oliver. Eyes down. My boy, I'm ashamed for you to see me like this. Even more to see me here. Prison. How unfortunate. Well, I'm a little torn. I want to know what's happened. But I want to know what's... Like, the 6 kids sounds like it's very accusatory. Like, we're taking it... Like, we're setting a tone with him here, being either understanding or being punishing. And I'm not really sure where I fall on that yet. I want to know some more information before I can decide whether to be on his side or against him. We'll come out aggressively about the kids and see if he can explain it, because I don't want to miss the opportunity. I want to know what he's got to say for himself about that. Kristian, Edna told me that you're being accused of the murder of 6 kids. Is that true? Kristian keeps silent for some time. Yes, it is. There's only talk about 3 kids in those clippings you found. Paul Kraftberg, the little Otto, and Bertram? Bertram shakes head slowly. He was my first and biggest mistake. The first of many, for sure. What do you mean? What exactly are you talking about? I want you to know that everything I did for a reason. What if I told you that I still stand behind that reason? I'm gonna need to know what that reason is. Every day, I see how being true to my convictions justified all sacrifices. Okay, you're gonna have to do a lot of talking to get me to see that from your point of view. Everything started for me and my awful family. Bram, my oldest brother, was a power-hungry sadist. My mother was a selfish and foolish woman. My father was a cruel yet clever man addicted to money and whores. And then we have me, the killer. Closes his eyes. I don't understand, Kristian. It's easy, my boy. All I ever wanted was to raise the perfect heir, my son. Okay, and what, you keep trying and they're not perfect for some reason? A boy, an adopted boy with pure non-Orvid blood. Oh, because he hates his family and the Orvid curse, so that's why he wanted to adopt. Okay. Bertrand seemed to be good enough, but I was naive thinking that an adult boy could be changed. We were almost fellows, and of course he didn't want to obey me. It was a wrong that I've tried to right. You call this right? You're making it sound like you've been chastising him by depriving him of books and pocket money. You hanged him. You poisoned him and hanged him. Why didn't you just leave him alone? Every mistake hurts so bad. I always want to forget my failures and erase them from my life, from my past. So you had to end his life so you could try to forget about how his relationship with you didn't work out the way you wanted it to? Can't say that I'm satisfied with the answer. Regardless, that's the truth of the matter. So, as I failed with Bertram, I kept searching again and again. A few months later, I abducted Ronnie Winsmith from the pastry shop. He'd come there to buy some sweets. While he looked cute, he was corrupted as well. That boy was nothing but a spoiled, unintelligent, and rotten little bastard. Wasn't he like 6? My guardian is silent for a while. Then Terrence, Paul, and Bradley. There was also another boy whose name I've forgotten. They all disappointed me. So you killed the— oh my god. So he stole people's children to try and raise them as his own, and killed them when they didn't live up to his expectations? I killed them. I know, it is unacceptable, but I did. It is unacceptable. That pain and disillusion I felt, my desire to raise the perfect child had almost been ruined. Kristian, this is horrifying. You can never imagine how hard I felt all of it. No one can. Try this. Try imagining how their parents feel, that their children were stolen away and killed. Were stolen away and just disappeared and they never knew what happened. How do you think that feels, huh? However, it was not in vain. I realized the deep meaning of all those unfortunate attempts only when I met you. No, I don't want to be any kind of salvation or saving grace for you. This is sick. You were different, more than special. I've been discovering you slowly, carefully. I've frequently asked myself, is that little boy really good, or am I only seeing what I want to see? I wasn't mistaken, and the years I spent with you were the best moments of my life, and now they're all tainted. Now I just feel sickened by them. That I was fulfilling this gross fantasy of yours that you killed children to enact. No. No matter how soon I'll die, I'll keep those memories until my last breath. Fine. Those are more than memories. It's a story that we made together, making it greater with each step. Except we really didn't, because I didn't know the truth behind it all. I didn't know what you raising me even was. And the whole time, I was harboring anger at you for killing my mother and plotting revenge. Okay, I guess it is a story, in the sense that it was made up. Each of us were living a falsity. Neither of us were really in the moment, enjoying each other's company like a true guardian and son. We each had our own agenda. It was a big lie. Finally, you grew up, and your deeds speak louder than words. You became a true aristocrat, a man who's worthy of his noble blood. Now the world opens up in front of you, and I know you're the one who can change it. I wish I could see how you go up to the top to break the necks of the noble-born bastards at the council halls. But I'll go nowhere. I'm going to stay here and pay for my sins. You are. And if I have any choice, I'm not going to succeed to the top of the council or whatever else you want me to do. Man, Oliver, get together with Darina, save Kael, and the 3 of you leave Kristian. This place sucks. The clues you found unleashed the powers I cannot control. But I don't blame you. The truth was supposed to be uncovered. Because this is honesty. I taught you to be honest. Remember how we were coming back home after the archive? I called your investigation the most grandiose finale of an aristocratic story. I was wrong, my boy. This is the finale. This is it. And everything will be over here. Maybe Kristian is right, and this is the end? Everything's starting to make sense in this unfortunate tale. I now know how it all started. Before, I thought everything began with my mother's murder and my adoption. But now I know that started much earlier when Kristian planned to raise the perfect child. 1570, he associated with Bertram Landmaster and became his mentor. He obviously took it hard, realizing all the flaws were just a part of who Bertram was. Because everyone has flaws, Kristian. Nobody's perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. Perfect is subjective anyhow. Kristian killed Bertram in 1572 after the young man disappointed him, which is so much bull! He disappointed these weird ideals he probably didn't even know you had, and rather than just leave him alone, you wanted to erase the memory of your mistakes, so you killed him. I don't have any sympathy for Kristian at all. This is sick. I think his death was necessary for Kristian to move forward and continue towards his goal of raising the perfect child. He believed so strongly in that, to where he felt the sacrifices were a means to an end. And he said that all the sacrifices were justified to achieve the goal, and they're not at all. None of them. His renewed convictions only drove Kristian to get another child. That year he kidnapped little Ronald Winsmith from a candy shop. However, Ronnie didn't meet his expectations, so he killed him too. He stood horrified by his own actions and tried to forget the hellish nightmare he had caused. But he continued it. Anyone else would have stopped, but this was Kristian, and he couldn't stop. Thus, there was Paul Kraftberg, Terence Otto, Bradley from an unnamed family, and another boy whose name he even couldn't remember. How do you forget a boy that you kidnapped and killed? I was the last one. Kristian did his best to make me a person worthy of his noble blood. He took care of me. He brought me up, but on false pretenses, Oliver. He gave me a home, a family. Not really, it was all a lie. He was a real father, the father I had dreamed of. Still, I was blind. I've realized this, but now it's too late. Oliver, what if you'd disappointed him too? He would have killed you just like the others. Until now, I behaved like a naive and selfish child that treated him like a monster, and it turns out he really is a monster. I saw a murderer, a maniac, and a beast. A demon to defeat and put behind bars until the end of time. I could never see what was most important. The 10 years that he lived for me. No, Oliver, you've got this wrong, buddy. You've got this really wrong. How could I be so blind? Is there anything that compares? This is not a guy to sympathize with, Oliver. Now that we know the truth, it's even more just repulsive and wrenching than we imagined. I'm sorry, Kristian. So sorry for this. Oliver, we've got some wildly divergent viewpoints right here. This is very interesting to me that Oliver's taking it this way. That now he knows the full truth, and instead of being utterly repulsed by it, the way I am, like if I was Oliver, I would be like, oh my god, I'm so done. I'm gonna find a way to get Kael out of here. I'm gonna get Darina. I'm going forever. I'm sickened by everything to do with Kristian now. The memory is tainted. It would be disgusting to me that he killed people before me in this quest to achieve the perfect child, and somehow he thinks that I fulfilled it. It would just be revolting. But here, Oliver, oh, sorry, Kristian. No, I don't, man, Oliver, how can you have, I suppose if you lived with the guy for all those years and you've got the time where he was acting like a father figure to you, maybe you would, I guess it would be complicated. There's a lot of emotion involved, but oh man, I can't get behind his response to this. Sorry, Oliver. I'm not sure if I'll ever be worth your forgiveness. Oliver, you don't need his forgiveness. That's not even a consideration. You did the right thing. He's behind bars. This is justice for the family of those children he killed. This guy, yeah, they need to execute him. He's a horrible person. Oliver wishes he could stop this from happening, but no, Oliver, it's a good thing to have happen. This is justice. Kristian, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. And Oliver, and really? You're gonna sit here and you're gonna beg forgiveness from him and try and make peace with him after you failed so utterly at making peace with Kael, and Kael can hear all of this? Oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm swinging my arms around wildly and knocking things around on my computer desk because I'm agitated. So Kael's in the next cell, so obviously he's going to be able to overhear this. And he's going to hear the whole horrifying story and just how utterly sick and demented Kristian Orvad really is. And he's going to hear Oliver, instead of being completely grossed out, heebie-jeebies, get away from me, you psycho. Please forgive me. Oh, Oliver. Silent, my boy. I don't want you to cry. Those tears make you look weak. I will never allow them to execute you, Kristian. Oliver, let them execute him. We've got money. Let's pay Matrix, and no trial will ever take place. No, because those other families have money too, and they deserve justice. Kristian smiles sadly. There would be no trial anyway. And why's that? Assassins should have came for me earlier in the day. Oh? The role of the shadow will soon be found out. This is something that the Orvads can never allow. Oh, your family's gonna come after you, I see. Oh. It's more than likely they tried to this morning, but Julia's appearance complicated their plans. I'm quite certain that once night falls, they'll come for me. Let 'em, Oliver. Step away from all of this. Let it go. You don't want any part of any of this. You can be done now. Focus on Kael. Oliver. My boy, my source of overwhelming pride, but I don't want to be, and I feel really gross that that's what I am to you. That he could view me as a success to this sick scheme. My amazing son, I fear for you. Oh, will the Orvads try to kill me too? You don't know the type of people that they are, but I do. Savages, cannibals, covered in gold. The Orvads, as they really are. What if they harm you? And even though I think he's genuine in his concern for Oliver, he really doesn't want Oliver to be hurt, I can't help but just feel grossed out by it. Like, somehow it makes it even worse that he genuinely cares about Oliver. Like, he views this as some kind of triumph. But if we weren't exactly in line with how he wants us to be, he would have just tried to kill us too. Oh. They can and they will. And they will never spare you. Well, maybe we should go have a talk with Quincy about, how to pretend to be somebody else. Oliver, listen, Oliver. Say nothing. Ask nothing. Just do what I tell you. Kristian? Take my hand. Quickly, take it. Bite it. Drink the blood. No. 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 What? Kristian, I can't... Drink. Don't make me ask you twice. Don't do this, Oliver. But this... Oliver, my boy, we are running out of time. Think whatever you want, but do what I ask. No. I want to protect you. I don't want whatever kind of protection you want to offer, Kristian. Oliver, drink my blood. Drink my blood. Give me a choice game. Let me say no. We have no choice. I must protect you. Drink. Ugh. Oliver bites Kristian's hand while looking into his eyes. Oliver, this is such a bad plan. Now you're gonna have a freaking shadow. Oliver. And there it was. Oh, and that's the end of episode 4. What have we got here? Oh, you know what, though? I think there's 5 chapters, and I think the 5th one is not translated yet. No, I need to know what's gonna happen. Everything's looking so horribly bleak. Why did we bite his hand? Oliver! Oliver! Alright, let's try. Okay, and I think... Yeah, that's it. This is gonna be... This is killer until the last episode comes out, because I really, really, really need to know how this is gonna all wind up. We've got to save Kael. We've got to sort things out with this Kristian situation and realize that actually it's for the best that he's gonna be executed, because he's a horrible, horrible person. Now we've got our own freaking shadow, and that's... Oh my gosh. This is gonna be killer waiting. But I do believe that they're saying that the last chapter should be released this month. So as soon as it comes out, we're gonna jump right back in here. So I'll wind the episode down here. As always, please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this, and keep an eye out. As soon as episode 5 is out, then we're gonna jump right back in here and see what happens.